Hello everyone and welcome to another Maths tutorial video. Now I'll be discussing Form 4 Additional Mathematics Chapter 6 Coordinate Geometry Long Question Example 3. Okay, before I begin, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon for more upcoming tutorial videos in the future. Alright guys, without further delay, let's jump to the question now. As you are looking right now is the Example 3 long question from Chapter 6 Coordinate Geometry. Let's read the question together. The diagram below shows the straight line SR that is perpendicular to the straight line PQ. Point T internally divides the straight line SR such that ST is to TR is equals to 2 is to 3, which means that the ratio of ST is to TR is equals to 2 is to 3. So as you can see here, so this is your point T, this is your point S, this is your point P, and this is your point Q. At the end over here, this is your point R. Okay, the question asks to find the coordinate of point R. That is the overall question which they ask. Alright guys, I hope you will attempt this question in the future. If you could manage to solve this question, well done guys. But if you can't solve this question, no worries. I'm going to show you the step-by-step working and the solutions now. Alright guys, let's jump to the solution now. Okay, in this question, there are a total of 5 steps you need to do in order to get the coordinate of point R. You might be wondering, oh my god, why so long? Alright guys, don't worry. I'm going to explain to you one by one. And by the end of this video, you will able to get the working very clear. Alright guys, stick to me. Let's jump to the solution now. Okay. So this is the solution. So we're going to start with the step 1. So the step 1 is, okay, we look at this diagram first, this graph diagram first. So from here, what we're going to do for the step 1 is, okay, these information are pretty clear over here. They already give us the point P, which is -5, -1, and then point Q, 3 and 3. So from here, what we can do is, we can find the gradient of the graph. And once we find the gradient of the graph, what we can do, we can immediately form the straight line equation of a straight line PQ. So that will be our first step guys. So the step 1 will be find the gradient of PQ followed by straight line equation PQ. So once you form the gradient, you need to form a straight line equation. So let's calculate the gradient of PQ guys. So gradient of PQ is equals to y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. So we use Q as our y2, as the second point, and P as our first point. So 3 minus -1 divided by 3 minus -5. So from here you will get 4 over 8, which when you further simplify, you will get your gradient is equals to 1 over 2. Okay, so 1 over 2. So once you get your gradient, now you can proceed to calculate the straight line equation guys. Okay, straight line equation PQ. So how to calculate? So you can use either one point to and the gradient value and substitute in the y minus y1 equals to mx minus x1 equation. Okay, proceed. Y minus y1 equals to mx minus x1. You can use either one point guys. You can use either P or either Q. It's up to you. Okay, so in this case I use point Q. So y minus 3 equals to half x minus 3. So you expand in the 1 over 2. So y minus 3 is equals to half x minus 3 over 2. So you bring the -3 from the left hand side to the right hand side. You should get your answer. Y is equals to half x plus 3 over 2. Okay, so let me bring it up. Okay, y is equals to half x plus 3 over 2. So this is your first step guys. Okay, once you get your first step, now you can proceed to the second step. Okay, guess what will be your second step guys? So as you can see over here, there are two lines, line PQ and line SR. We have already find the gradient of PQ, and we have one coordinate of SR. As you can see over here, line PQ and line SR are perpendicular. Yes, you are correct. Yes, I can get your answer guys. Line PQ and line SR are perpendicular. So guess what formula you need to use? Yes guys, you are correct again. Gradient PQ times with gradient SR will be equals to -1. Yes guys, that will be our next step. So from here we're going to proceed with the next page, so please hold on guys. Alright, okay, this will be our step 2. The step 2 is to find the gradient of straight line SR. So this will be our step 2 guys. So since PQ and SR are perpendicular, so gradient of PQ times gradient of SR will be equals to -1. Yes, you are correct. So we have already find the gradient of PQ is 1/2. Gradient of SR we don't know yet, but we know the product of these two gradient is equals to -1. So how to find the gradient of SR? -1 you need to divide by 1/2. From here you get your gradient of SR is equals to -2. Yes, it's -2. So from here, once you get your gradient of straight line SR, you can find the straight line equation SR. You have the point, you have the gradient, no problem, you can find the straight line equation. So from here you use the same straight line equation formula, y minus y1 equals to mx minus x1. You can use either, you can use the point S to substitute in the equation, since we don't know the point R yet up to this moment guys. So that's our ultimate motive here, to find the coordinate R towards the end. So y minus 6 equals to -2 in the bracket, x minus -1. So this inside here will become x plus 1. So once you expand in the -2, you should get -2x minus 2. And then you bring the -6 from the left hand side to the right hand side. So you plus in the negative, you get x plus 1. Okay, -2 you can expand in, you get -2x minus 2, and then you bring the -6 from the left hand side to the right hand side. So from here you get -2x minus 2 plus 6. So from here you get your answer is y is equals to -2x plus 4. Alright guys, so this is your straight line equation SR. Okay, so far so good. Okay, let's proceed to the step 4. So what will be your step 4 guys? Okay, if you notice carefully in the diagram, there are two coordinates which is in the unknown. We don't know two coordinates. So let me show you the question again. Okay, as you notice in the question here, there are two coordinates which we don't know yet. But we know that T is intersecting between the point PQ and point SR. So we have already find the straight line equation PQ and straight line equation SR. So guess what will be our next step guys? Yes, you are correct again. We are going to form a simultaneous equation and we're going to find the coordinate T over here. Yes. So you can sense a pattern over here guys. So you have already get the equation of SR and you already get the equation of PQ. So two lines are intersecting in a form of one point. So from here we can find the coordinate T easily. Okay, from here let us proceed to the next step. So the step 4 is we can find the coordinate T. So how are you going to find coordinate T? We're going to use a simultaneous equation method. Alright guys. So y minus 1/2 x equals to 3/2. So this is your equation of a PQ. So I bring the x from the right hand side to the left hand side. So the same thing goes for the equation SR. So this is the equation PQ and this is your equation SR guys. So the same thing goes for SR. I bring the equation, the x from the right hand side to the left hand side. So from here you get y plus 2x equals to 4. So this will be your first equation and this will be your second equation. So from here you can choose to eliminate either one of the equation, but here I recommend you to eliminate with the equation, the variable y first, because it's easy for you to eliminate. You don't need to times in any numbers over here. So you can eliminate the variable y by minus equation 1 with equation 2. So from here -12x minus 2x, you should be getting -5/2x. 3/2 minus 4 you should get is -5/2. So 5/2x equals to -5/2. So from here you get your x value is equals to 1. Okay, let me pull it up a bit. Okay, x is equals to 1. So once you get your x value, okay, you can substitute your x value into either one of the equation, guys. So it's up to you. You can choose either one of the equation. So when x equals to 1, so y minus half x equals to 3 over 2. I choose the first equation. So you substitute in the 1. So 3 over 2, the negative half times 1, you get negative half. You bring it to the right hand side, you get 3 over 2 plus 1 over 2. You get 4 over 2. 4 over 2, you get is 2. So from here, you get your y is equals to 2, guys. So therefore, your coordinate t is equals to, okay, let me pull up a bit, see if you can't see it. So therefore, your coordinate t is equals to 1, 2. Alright guys, this is the solution. So I hope you get this clear. Okay, we have got all the point and we have already in the step 4. Guess what will be our step 5? Yes guys, the step 5 is to find the coordinate r. We are almost in the final step. Okay, we are very close to get our solution. Okay, please hold on. Okay, the step 5 is we can find the coordinate r using the line of segment formula. So how the line of segment formula? Okay, I will show you now. I've literally drawn the diagram over here to make you guys easy rather than me flipping the paper all over again. Okay, see, this is your coordinate s, which already given by the question. This is your coordinate t, which we found just now, which is 1, 2. And this is your coordinate r. The coordinate r, which one we need to find now. So we don't know coordinate r, we just put here x, y instead. And it's given that the ratio of st and tr is 2:3. That's why I wrote here 2 and 3, guys, so that it's easier for me to explain to you. Okay, so we can start to use the line of segment formula. So we know the segment coordinate, but we don't know the end coordinate over here. So how to find coordinate r? Okay, let me show you. So we will start with the coordinate s over here. Okay, let me bring it down. So coordinate s over here. So negative 1. So negative 1 over here, we times with the opposite ratio, which is 3. And then plus with the x times with the opposite ratio, which is 2. And then divide with 3 plus 2, you should get equals to 1. You compare with x coordinate first. And then followed by the y coordinate over here. We start with the s. Excuse me guys. 6 times with the opposite ratio. So what is the opposite ratio? Is 3. You 6 times 3. And then plus with y times with the opposite ratio, which is 2. Divide by 3 plus 2. And then equals to 2. So you have compared in terms of y coordinate. Okay, proceed to the next step. So from here, you do some algebra expansion. You should get negative 3 plus 2x over 5 equals to 1. And from here, you get 18 plus 2y divided by 5 equals to 2. So what we can do here is, so we will be comparing, we'll be doing calculations simultaneously, guys, for y coordinate, for x coordinate and y coordinate. Okay, let us continue. So from here, 5 times 1, you can bring the fraction over to the top, or you can times the whole equation by 5. It's up to you. The same things over here. You can times you bring the fraction over to the right hand side, 5 times 2, or you can times the whole equation by 5. So from here you get 3 plus 2x equals to 5. And for the y coordinate, you get 18 plus 2y is equals to 10. So for x coordinate, you can bring the negative 3 to the right hand side. You get 2x equals to 8. So for 2y equals to 10 minus 18. So you can bring the 18 to the right hand side. You will become negative 18. So from here, you get 2x equals to 8. 2y is equals to negative 8. Therefore, your x equals to 4 and y equals to negative 4. So this is your final answer, guys. So therefore, your coordinate of r is equals to 4, negative 4. So this is your final answer. Alright guys, that is all for my step-by-step working and solution for this video. Okay, any questions or feedback, feel free to put in the comment section below. And before that, Okay, please tell me guys, how do you find out this question? Is it easy for you or difficult, or could you manage to solve this question? So please put down in the comment section below. Okay, if you like this video, please give a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon for more upcoming tutorial videos guys. Alright guys, thank you everyone for your support, and I will see you in the next video.